Hi guys, welcome to Climber. Yesterday we all read the tweet of this a 24 years old girl earning 93k per year as a content marketer, and Twitter street is like, how is it possible? Everybody's like making comments here and there, wishes and the likes. So this video is about how you can earn 93k as a young talent. Either you're coding or you're not coding. The thing is, not only software developers can earn that amount or way more. So if you're a designer, if you are a writer, a content marketer, if you have like some certain skills, there are some skills that they call non-tech in tech skills. Non-tech in tech skills are skills that you can apply in the tech industry, but it's not really coding per se. So we've been making a couple of videos around remote jobs. We've been holding Twitter spaces around remote jobs, and that's because people are gradually like migrating into remote jobs, and the barrier, the entry barrier is getting low, so that it's making it like pretty easy for people to get there. But a lot of people are facing so many challenges with remote jobs, and Climber being like, we have like a hiring agency. We've tried to like figure out a lot of the problems people face when it comes to getting this job. So if you want to earn 93k per year, listen to this to the end. All right. So the first thing you need to do, and this is not rocket science. This is not rocket science. You might not earn 93k for a start. You might not earn even 50k for a start. One key thing you need to pay attention to what this girl said is that she started an internship at the age of 14. So I was discussing with a friend this morning, and I said starting early makes a lot of sense because when you start at 14, really you would have so much of experience. I also gave the example of a girl in our database, our hiring database, that she started internship to at the age of 15. Currently, she's working at four different companies. I don't know how people manage four different companies, but she works at four different companies remotely, and she's making some good amount of money. So starting early makes sense. Whether you start early or not, now let's just talk about how can you get to earn 93k per year. The first thing you need to do, and these are job secrets that people do not know, and this is why we are here as Climber. I don't earn 93k, but basically, I know what you can do to ensure you get a remote job and then probably grow in that remote job to the point you earn 93k, earn way more. People earn 200, 250 per month, and the first thing you need to do is to ensure that your skill is on a professional level. So a lot of people are like daydreamers. When I mean daydreamers, you just hired a skill like 2 months ago, and the next thing you're thinking of earning some huge amount of money. It's not going to be possible because the truth with remote jobs, remote jobs are like, you want to work with top companies. These people require a level of experience. Sometimes they will tell you we need 3, 4, 5 years experience to come on board, and you just started like a year ago. I would rather suggest that if you are just starting your skill and the first thing you should prioritize is getting experience, and you can get experience through internship, which I always recommend. Paid internships, actually. So before you get to the point of saying you want to earn 93k, if you're just starting in your field, go for internship. How do you get internship? Join communities. We've said this on Twitter Space that we host. We host Twitter Space every week on Climber. As I said this, I'm going to put the handle there. So if you're watching this, whichever way, just follow the page. Every Friday 7 p.m. we hold Twitter Space for people who want to grow in their career in the tech and creative industry and also get jobs. So start with internship. Join communities. Communities could be on Slack, could be on Facebook, could be on Discord, could be on Telegram. Join these communities. Voice out, I am new in this skill and I am looking for internship. Does any company have a paid internship for me? You can grow from there. That's like a base place to start from. Then, if you are started and you're probably working for a Nigerian company and you're thinking of working with remote companies, first thing I would say is do your research. And this is not like the general thing, hey, go and do research. I will explain the type of research you should do. The research will come from also your participation in communities. And this time around, for you to get these jobs, I encourage that you join international communities, not local communities. So for your skill, like for instance, this girl is a content marketer. I believe that she probably belongs to some international communities. When you belong to some international communities specific to your niche for content marketers, I am a content marketer. I belong to an exclusive international community for content marketers. I don't know if she belongs to that community as well, but when you belong to communities like this, they hold workshops, they hold meetups, they hold hangout sessions. They get to share resource. Like you have a truckload of information when you belong to communities, an endless list of information. I mean, when you belong to international communities, they hold hangout, meetups, workshops. Attend, see how these people. Recently, for content marketing, they said the base salary a content marketer should be earning should be 95,000 naira. So she's not even. I think she's not even earning up to the base salary of a content marketer for like a basic salary. I mean, like the international standard wise. So once you join there, you begin to know the rates these guys charge, the rates they want to pay. You begin to know the barrier of entry because they have topics like that. They talk about discrimination, racial limitation. You begin to see all of these things because this is beyond the skill. What people don't realize is when you want to get remote jobs, it is beyond having the skill. It comes down to a lot of things. It comes down to how well you can network. It comes down to how well you can go through the interview section, and I'm going to talk about that. It comes down to how well you can articulate, um, solve a problem with the skill you have. So, join an international community. When you join an international community, and international communities are everywhere, especially Slack, Discord. When I was learning project management, and I joined an international community, content marketing. I've been in content marketing for 3 years plus. I belong to an international community. If it's content writing, I join international communities. And I also join Nigerian communities too. So you can join your country's community, but also ensure you join international communities. Then participate actively. I don't mean just comment, blah, blah. When they have workshops and meetups and everything, engage, pay attention, learn. When they share resources, grab onto these resources and pay attention to it. So I believe I've addressed the area of communities. If you want to ask more questions about how can you join more communities, well, I've just given you the answer. Just go to Google. I want to join communities for this, and you get the answers to that. You see it, you join. Some will require ask you some information for you to join. Some will tell you this and that before you can have access into these communities. It's not that, like you just find your way into these communities. So, but let's say you belong to communities. What's the next thing you need to do? Because joining communities does not automatically guarantee that you also have 93K sitting like as a contract salary that you'll be getting every year. Doesn't guarantee that. Next thing I want you to do is improve your portfolio. Now, this is a topic people throw under the carpet a lot. When it comes to remote jobs, your portfolio is a very, very big priority. If you do not prioritize having a good portfolio, believe you me, chances that you would secure a good job is low, is slim. Because we are talking about international competition, and that's why you need to have experience. And I'm going to also explain how you can navigate around when you don't have like full experience. So you can build a portfolio by using no code tools like um, platforms. You can use disha.page, there's data.page, there's contently for content writers. You can even use Behance if you're a designer. You can use Behance, you can use Unsplash. You can like there are some platforms that you can put your experience out there and call it a portfolio. When I was writing, then I've been writing for 6 years. Medium was my portfolio. Every of my articles were pushed to Medium. So each time people say send me a proof of your work, I just send them my Medium link. When you go to my Medium link, you see a lot of the articles, over 100 articles I've written in the niche that I said I belong to. So I did not need to go and start building a portfolio because it was stressful for me. Although I could actually still go build a portfolio, probably using clippings, using other platforms to make it like more aesthetic. But because I am a writer, Medium is there. Because you're a designer, Behance is there. Because you're a software developer, I think GitHub is there. Like there are some platforms where putting your work all in one place is what is called a portfolio. Your work, your experience, and your niche. That's what a portfolio is. So if you do not prioritize building a portfolio, you might as well be not be qualified to N93K. So we have a hiring agency, and I talked about the fact that we hire content writers and content marketers to remote jobs. We don't hire, we connect content writers and content marketers to top remote jobs around the world. So a lot of people that apply into our database, we discover that one of the problems they have is their portfolio is shitty. It's messy. It's not presentable. We don't get to even go to the next phase with people like that, because once your portfolio is not good, how do you expect us to believe that you're good at what you're doing? We cannot assume, recruiters, employers cannot assume that you're good at what you're doing when your portfolio is shitty. So try to set up your portfolio. But having a portfolio too does not automatically guarantee that um, you would also still get a remote job. And if you've watched this thing to this point, I'm trying to check time. I'm trying to ensure that I don't spend so much time. If you watch this thing to this point, I want you to tag three of your friends to this video for them to watch it. If you have friends that are actively trying to seek remote jobs, tag them to this video. They will get so much from it. Subscribe to this channel. Go check the previous videos I've made. It's all about like ensuring you grow in your career, especially when it comes to the tech and the creative industry. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on post notification. We make videos once every week. Tag your friends in this video. Share it on social media. We want to get a lot of people to see information like this, and what I'm sharing is really deep. So you have built your portfolio, you have joined communities. Is there any other thing left? Yeah, there are obviously a lot of other things you still need to put. Remember, I said it is not just about um having the skill. One other important thing you need to do is that you need to ensure that you understand the requirements for the role you want to apply for. So this particular lady, she started from internship, then she got a job, then she kept improving, then she left being working for an agency to in-house. Makes sense. She's 24, she's making 93k per year. That's a lot of money for a 24-year-old Nigerian to be making. If you're making 93k per year as a Nigerian, you're balling. You're balling, really. So what I want you to do is you want to apply to this industry. They have requirements. If you want to be a writer, what type of writing do you want to do? Are you writing for SaaS? Are you writing for technical roles? Are you writing for MarTech? Are you writing for B2B? They have their different requirements, different softwares. I'm going to give you an instance too as well. As a content marketer with 3 years plus experience and 6 years of writing experience, I applied for a role recently. I'm not going to talk about the remuneration. So it's almost close to it's close to 93k actually, and I had to. Okay, I'm also going to share another thing that crossed my mind too. So I went to check the job requirement. I looked at it. Okay, I ticked the box. This. I have experience in this. But I do not have experience in this. What did I do? I reached out to somebody within the company and said, "What is the major priority of working in your organization? What is the major priority of this role working in your organization?" And she responded. She was like, "You need to learn this tool is really important for you to know how to use." And I was like, "Oh, I do not know how to use this tool." The next thing I did was I went to HubSpot. I went to Google, and I took a free course, almost 3 hours course to understand how to use the tool, and I learned it. And then I did the first interview. I did the second interview. I was given an assessment. I did like face to face interview, and it was like I was asked the question: if you were to do X and Y, what would you do? I said I would use this tool, and they were like, if you were to use this tool, what do you expect to be the result? If I had not gone through the job requirements, I would not know that I needed to know the tool. That's one. Two, if I had also not reached out to somebody in the company, I would not know that the tool is also a priority. But because I had done that, I was able to answer the question like, okay, yeah, this is this tool I'm going to use. This is how I'm going to go about using the tool. This is the result I'm going to be expecting. And the person was like, oh, yeah, this is impressive. So 2 points at the same time. One, pay attention to the job requirements and and ensure that your resume fits into it. If your resume or CV does not fit into the job requirement, there's nothing wrong in continuously updating your resume. Have your resume on Google Doc or whatever platform you're using. If you're applying for a role, update it. If you're applying for another role, update it. My resume is I like put it 1, 2, 3, 4, like for different things to prioritize the tools they need in that particular industry. So what I'm trying to say is you need to pay attention to the industry that you want to apply for. Look at the tools, the softwares, and the skills that is really important for that particular industry, and add it to your resume. Make it spell out. Even when you come to your experience, probably you've worked with 10 companies, the 3 companies that fit into that particular industry, let the experience be there. That way, you are trying to tell the recruiter, I am experienced in your industry. Also, you can now reach out to somebody that works in the industry, and I think time would fail me to explain how to reach out to people in the industry. I'm trying to check time, but you could also reach out to people within the industry. It's called cold emailing secrets, and we held this 2 weeks ago on our Twitter space. Once again, I said, if you've not watched our Twitter space, if you've not following us, go follow official climber. um Once you follow official climber, every Friday 7 p.m. we have Twitter space where we talk about all of this and share secrets. And we also have like an ebook on coding mailing secrets, which once you check out the page, there's a pin post there. You can join our community. Once you click on the pin post, it leads you to our community. So when we have free resources to share, if we want to reshare the ebook on coding mailing secrets, we'll share it with you, and both ebook and the podcast session on it. So reach out to people within the industry or people within the company and get more information about the role. You can even get information from the recruiter yourself and apply it. So what am I trying to say in essence? What I'm trying to say in essence is 93K per year is achievable, 100K per year is achievable, 150K per year is achievable, depending on the industry you're working in and how you can navigate your way around the industry. If you've watched this to this point, I believe you found it valuable. I want you to like once again, like it so it will reach more people. Subscribe, turn on post notification, then share this with your friends all over social media, and follow us too on social media. The next thing the next video I'm going to be sharing would be how to network like a pro to climb that ladder in your career. But time is gone already. So till the next video, I would say 93K is possible, but ensure you have the experience, ensure you know this basic thing. Till then, I'm Ajay Joel, and thanks for watching.